my back.
Yes or no?
Ma'am.
Okay, today we will see structure. Structures you have already learned in C?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, you see here clear definitions, how to initialize, and we will do one program today. Okay. Now, you know, array is a collection of similar data types. Okay. And we have seen last time on initialization followed with array declaration I have shown in the PPT, if you remember. Okay, last class. Today we will see structure with respect to the array is a collection of similar data type. When we encounter or encounter this situation where we need the collection of different data types. Okay, sometimes what no using same data type we can't do, no. So at that time I need a different data types or to be initialized and get the output from that one. So we use structures. So structures is structure in C will make you to initialize a different data types. Okay, and we can easily do the program. So before going to in detail, see here, firstly you see what the definition of structure. A structure is defined as a collection of data of same or different data types. It can be same also, but mainly we are for using different type of data types we are going to use structures. Okay, all the data items grouped are logically related and can be accessed using variables. Okay, firstly the definition is telling you it is a collection of same or different data type. Secondly, we can grouped, okay, we can group it and logically relate and access that variable. Okay, you can see here we can access using variables. Okay, the third point, the variables that are used to store data are called members of structure or field of structure, whereas struct is a keyword. Okay, whereas struct is a keyword in C. Okay, yes, you know different types of keywords in C. I don't know in first class we have discussed there are 32 keywords in C, like okay, main, printer, scanf, these are all keywords which is already defined. Okay, so you can see the syntax ma here. Struct tag name means structure name. Okay, type means which data type you are using, and members. In this way n type and n members I can use. Okay, the struct should end with
Excuse
semicolon.
me, ma'am.
Okay.
No,
Ma'am,
nothing
it's
is
not
seen, ma'am.
displaying,
Ma'am, we
ma'am.
can't see anything, ma'am.
Oh, you are not able to see this one.
No, you
No,
haven't
ma'am.
opened it. You
No,
haven't
ma'am.
opened it.
No, ma'am.
I have opened it.
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No, ma'am, it's not visible.
File Explorer only seen, ma'am.
Okay, one second. Let me again. I will. Okay, I will share it again. Okay, one second. One second. I will share.
Now it's visible.
Yeah, ma'am.
Now
Now
it's
it's
visible,
visible,
ma'am.
ma'am.
It is visible now.
Yeah, ma'am.
Shall I
Yeah,
repeat
ma'am.
again? Shall I repeat again?
Yeah,
Ma'am.
please.
Okay. See here. Okay. The main difference here in array we will use similar data types. No. Okay. Structure. What we can define similar as well as different data types. In structure we can use similar as well as different data types. So here I have given the definition. A structure is defined as a collection of data of same or different data types. Okay, same way, second point, all the data items grouped and are logically related and can be accessed using variables. So here data items can be grouped and logically relate and access using the variables. And third points, what now, the variables that are used to store data are called member of structures or field of structure. Okay, we can use keyword struct. Okay, now I will show the. Okay, so from the definition it is a collection of different data type or same data types. Here we can access the variable. Okay, with this variable can be stored as a member of structure or field of structure. It is okay. From this definition, we will get to know these 3 points. When I go for syntax, you can see, students, you can see the syntax.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you see struct tag name. Okay, struct tag name is nothing but a structure name and type 1 to n and members. So type means any data type whichever you are using, and members of that data type means variables. Till n variables we can give until n types. So every time the structure should end with a semicolon. He is telling the structure should end with a semicolon. Okay, when I go for an example, you can see here. Okay, same syntax example I have taken struct. Okay, struct name. What is that? Student is okay, structure name. So character. Okay, what is character here? It is a data type, and name is a variable name, and I have taken with a okay array means size I have given till 10. It will okay. It is it will take till 11 variables, 11 characters. Yes or no? 0 to 10 it will take, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, int means integer type, roll number, and float means average marks. So this is the syntax. Okay, one example I have taken. So what whenever you are initializing any data type, memory is allocated in the system. Yes or no? Any data type, if you are initializing, memory is allocated, no?
Yes, ma'am.
So can you tell me for character how many bytes it will take? In this okay, for character how many bytes? 4 bytes. Okay, same way for integer?
2.
Integer.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 bytes, but when we go for 64-bit machine, it will be 4 bytes.
4 bytes.
When we and float 10 bytes. Okay, float is 10 bytes. Okay, whereas
float 4 bytes only, no, ma'am. Float 4 bytes only, no, ma'am. Float.
Yeah, you're right. But 64-bit machine nowadays it came, no? With respect to 64-bit machine.
Okay, ma'am. With respect to 64
bit. I have referred it. It is taking 10 bytes, ma. Hello?
Ma'am,
Hello?
64-bit machine also 4 bytes only, ma'am. Float is.
No, it's not same. 32-bit machine, the data type, so the occupy this integer type, it will take 4 bytes, character 4 bytes, integer 8 bytes, and float 10 bytes for 64-bit machine. Okay? Okay, you check it out, cross check it, no problem. Otherwise
then double is 20, ma'am.
Not double is 20. Double it is 12, I think. Double 12 bytes.
Long double?
Long double same way it is increases. So for 32 with respect to 32 bits, you are right only. So with respect to 64-bit machine, I am telling now for character type, if you take 32-bit machine or 64-bit machine, the memory occupied inside the computer system is 4 bytes only.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. If you want this one clearly, I will Google it and I will send you the information for 32-bit and for 64-bit in clearly for double, long double, etc. Whatever you are asking.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
I will clarify your doubt.
Ma'am, you could do that using the size of operator,
right? Sorry, pardon.
You could find out the size using the size of operator, right?
Yeah.
But using size of operator, you can't find exactly. No, ma'am is telling that 32-bit and 64-bit only is different. Size of operator.
He is telling whether size of operator it will give, ma. If you based upon the, I am telling based upon the machine. Okay, see which machine you are using, the size is changing. I told if you are using 32-bit, then integer size will be 4 bytes. Okay, I am telling for 64-bit machine, integer is 8 bytes. Is it clear, ma?
Yeah, ma'am.
Otherwise also I will do some research and I will give you whatever is here. I have taken character, int, and float. No, you need a double, long double, everything I will frame and send it to you. Okay, tomorrow I will show you. No problem.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, for now, okay, you understand because I have researched and I have done. No problem, you can trust me. So 32-bit machine, it will take 4 bytes only integer, whereas when you are using 64-bit machine, no, it will take 8 bytes. Okay, for float 10 bytes. Is it clear?
Yeah, ma'am.
So what we know, here the main agenda is how much size each data type is occupying. That I want to convey you. Okay, so when we are seeing structure, different types of data type I can use, I already told. So it says the different type of data types, how much memory it is occupying. So here I have given for character 4 bytes, for integer 8 bytes, and for float 10 bytes. So altogether how many bytes it will become? 10
22.
plus
22 only, ma'am.
22 bytes. Okay, 22 bytes of memory is allocated. So here same thing I have shown it, and for character okay, I have written. Okay, for both machines it is taking 4 bytes only. Okay, to allocate the memory for the structure we have to declare the variable as shown. Okay, so here we have to declare like this: struct is a keyword. Okay, struct followed with a structure name. Here I have taken as student, and this structure has a variables, I don't know, structure with CSC and ISC. Is it clear? Declaration is clear? Yes.
Yeah, ma'am.
Once the structure variables are declared, compiler allocate memory for the structure variable. Okay, just now we have discussed how the memory is allocated. Just now I have framed the example of character, int, and float here. So I told here, if I am using this data type, almost like 22 bytes of memory it will allocate. Okay, so he is telling once the structure variables are declared, compiler allocate memory for the structure variable. Okay, here structure I can declare in two ways, ma. You can see the syntax. Declaration, how to declare the structure: struct with struct name. What is our struct name? What was our struct name? Student. Yes or no? Okay, same way struct student. Okay, in the body part I have not written anything, I have closed it. Okay, so afterwards, after closing, I have written struct student, and student variables also I have declared CSC comma ISC. Here I have declared no CSC comma ISC, here declared, and end with semicolon. One more type of declaration is there here: struct student. Okay, before closing the body, say, okay, before closing this okay, closing braces, I have given the variables of the structure, that is CSC and ISC. What is the problem now? In second type of declaration, we cannot use them as a parameter later on. Okay, that is okay. So in for now, and you make you can understand here in two ways you can declare the structure. Is it clear? Shall I go to next slide? Any doubts? Only syntax. This is syntax, and we can declare in two ways: before semicolon one declaration, and after semicolon. If you want to declare anything, you have to use struct student with the student's variable CSC and ISC. Okay, so now type defined structure. Have you heard about type defined type defined structure?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, what it will define? Huh? What do you know about type def?
It is like
Hmm.
how to tell.
Okay, I will tell you.
Ma'am,
Here,
it is actually like it for different identifiers, no, ma'am. It gives on a particular keyword, ma'am. I mean, one particular tag, and it is actually it is preceded by, ma'am. This particular stuff keyword is right, ma'am.
preceded. Yes, it is correct.
You
Yes.
get to define your own type.
Yeah, you can define that particular.
We can, yeah, you're right. You can define your own type, right? What else? Okay, I got my answer. Okay, okay. Here the structure associated with the keyword type def is called type defined structure. Okay, well, this is more powerful way of defining the structure. Okay, we just now we told now we can prefix this with anything like a type def structure. I can use it. Okay, again here there are two methods to declare syntax. This is also syntax. Please listen carefully. First one, there are two methods we can declare here: type def struct. Okay, I can prefix this type def struct, again type different types of data types with any number of members. So before closing the semicolon, type def, I have forgotten to write, okay, above we can see, no, before structure it will come, type def structure name, okay, end with semicolon. Okay, this is one type of declaration. Okay, we can do otherwise. So example also I have given here, type def structure with the same I have taken now for character for name, integer for roll number, float for average. Before closing the semicolon, I have taken the structure name as student. Okay, structure name as student. So here it will create the variables. Okay, type def name variable, that student variable we are having CSC and ISC. Okay, second type of declaration you can see, struct name. Okay, same way, struct name, and any number of types or members we can do, and after semicolon I can give here type def struct followed with struct name and type def names. Okay, that is the syntax. So this type def name will be having a variables. Okay, that is CSC and ISC. So here I have taken a example, struct is okay, your structure name is student, same way character for name, integer, float. Okay, same thing I have shown here. Here type def, you can see here type def structure, I have used structure name was student, and type def name you can see here, fourth one, I have student with the capital letters. Okay, both will become different. So what are the student variables I am having? CSC and ISC. Okay, now I can initialization, structure initialization I can do, means we can assign the values to the structure variables. Okay, just now we have shown the declaration of structure. You can see here method. There are two types of initialization I can do here. Struct students. Okay, student with the character in float followed with name, roll number, average. Okay, before closing the semicolon I have written CSC. Okay, CSC. Okay, your structure variable is equal to some name Kumar with roll number 1. Okay, average is 20%. Same way, method 2 I can use struct student name, same thing. After semicolon I can write struct name CSC is equal to Kumar. Okay, some 0, his roll number is 1 and 20. In this way I can initialize to the initialization I can do to your variable. Okay, and same way accessing the structure, how to access, we have to access the structure. So using dot operator I can access the structure. Okay, we can perform the structure initialization. To access the member of the structure, we specify the variable by followed by the dot operator. Okay, then followed by the names of the member. Here program statement I have taken printf percentile s CSC dot name. So what is this? CSC is a structure variable dot name, whichever I have declared. Same way percentile d CSC dot roll number and percentile f CSC dot average. So in this way I can access the structure member using dot operator. Okay, how to read? Okay, how to read? How to read this, and afterwards we have, and same way I can access the member of the structure using gets CSC dot name. Okay, or else I can take scanf for percentile d address of CSC dot roll number. Okay, here I can write the variables. Okay, roll number means roll number. Okay, so average means average. I can write the name. In this way we can access the structure member. Okay, I will show you how to, I will do and show it to you. Okay, for example, one second, I have written one program here. Okay, control. Okay, now you can see here Noma program.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, here I have, here what I have taken using the type, just now we have read type int main. Okay, every program starts with main only. Type def structure. Okay, I have used type def structure, and 3 variables I have used: integer, marks, character, grade, and float percentage. Okay, what is the student? Struct name. Yes or no? structure. So
Wow.
this student has a variable, I told now, that is CSC. How to access these variables? CSC dot marks is equal to 100. So I am assigning a value. Okay, now assigning the value for marks. How much I am giving? 100. Same way, CSC dot grade is equal to A grade. CSC, okay, percentage I have given 99.5. Same way, printf, I have to print on the screen now. How to access that variable? Say grade is equal to percentile C, CSC dot grade. Same way, marks, percentile D. How to access that member? CSC dot marks and CSC dot percentage. Shall I run this program?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me see. So you got no, here grade is equal to A. I have given grade A. Marks, how much I have given? 100. And you can see here, percentage, how much here? 99.5.
99.5.
Okay. So stuck declaration with an example. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear? Same way we can do with union. Anybody has an idea about union? What is union? Union.
It's another data type, like a non-primitive data type that uses the largest
Union is a
size.
non-primitive. Okay. Tell me.
It uses uses the largest data types size within the collection.
Yes. Correct. Maximum memory. Yes, you are right. Somewhat you are right. Correct. Yes. Before going to the union, students, did you understood how the structure is declared, initialized, accessed, and run? Is it clear for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, so today we have studied what is structure, in how many ways it is defined, initialized, and accessed. I have shown it. Okay, so let me go for union before starting. 1 second. You can see the this one, no, shade screen. You're able to see.
Hello.
You can able to see the screen.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, done. Okay, 1 second.
Ma'am, I had some network issues. I couldn't hear anything. What were you telling?
You can see my shade screen.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. That's what I said. 1 second. I'm going for union now. Okay. So accessing the structure members. Now union. So a union is similar to a structure which is also collection of data items of similar or dissimilar data types. Okay. Which are identified by unique name using identifiers. Okay. They are members of a union. All members of union share the same memory space. Just now 1% told no, all whatever memory members you are there, it will share the same memory space. All the member of union share the same memory space. At any point during the execution, only one member is active. For example, syntax of union, you can listen me, students.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
So union, no, just now 1% no, it will share the same memory space. Okay. Now you see the syntax of union. Union followed with tag name. Okay, two ways we can declare here. And type means which data type you are using and the numbers, variables. Otherwise, you can use as type def for union. Okay, which type and which number. Before semicolon, we can give the tag name. So here union item. What is item? Item is my tag name. Yes or no? Okay. Now integer I have declared double D and character. So in this, which is having highest memory space, it will occupy in the in this system. Which way?
Double.
Integer.
Double.
Yes. So what is what it will take, which is having a maximum memory. Okay. So at this point, all the members of the unions will share the same memory space. So here it will share how much space?
Double space, 12.
Double space, yes, double space it will share. For character, if I need only 2 bytes also, remaining it will be empty only. So maximum memory is highest size of the member only it will take. That is double. Just now, okay, double it will take. Okay, when I go for C program, shall I write one program for this one? Union?
Yeah, ma'am.
1 second, I'll write. Okay. 1 second, ma. I'll show you.
Union uses any data type, ma'am.
Not it will use different data types.
That's what. It can use any of the data type.
Yes. But whichever is having the highest memory, it will maintain that only. You got it?
Yeah. But what if they taken int? I mean, like this one only, ma'am. Int,
Like-
shorten.
Yeah.
Then it will take what it will take, ma'am.
Int it will take, no? Which is having highest
Int.
memory?
Highest
which will
memory that
occupy-
will take.
which is occupying more space? Memory space.
Yeah, understood.
It will maintain that one. Okay. Character doesn't need 8 bytes.
Though
but
it, character is not there, still it will take that highest thing. If anything
Yes.
is remaining, it will make it empty on.
Yes. You are right. Your doubt is clear, no?
Yeah, ma'am.
Now you can see here program. You can see the program here.
Yeah, ma'am.
You can see the program now, ma. 1 second. Let me include hash include. Okay. So which type union I have taken? Int, character, and float. Okay. So here no, we have where we have to give printf statement. In where we have to give? Immediately after accessing the variable only I have to give. Why? Anybody? Okay, I will execute for you. I will show you. Execute. See how marks, how much it is taking?
100.
Okay, and the grade A. Yes or no?
Yeah, ma'am.
And so what I will do now, one change I will do and show you to what happens. Okay. Now here printf here is there, no? I will cut it. Finally, I will paste. Shall I run this one?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Now you see how much you are getting marks. For marks, how much marks I have initialized? 100, no?
100.
So it will show the
100.
garbage. Yeah, immediately if it is not accessed in union, no, it will show garbage. Why? Because that will follow same memory space, no? So what in union, no? You have to, wherever you are accessing it, there only we have to display immediately. Now is it clear?
Yeah, ma'am.
I think hopefully everything is clear whatever I told, because it will maintain the memory size throughout the program same. So wherever you are accessing CSC dot marks means it is accessing the 100 marks, no, immediately have to print it. Okay, whereas in previous example you have seen, no, for structure what happened, no, ma? Even if I am giving after declaration also it was executing correctly, no?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, that is the difference. I think because practically you have seen, so you feel it is correct. Okay. Instead of type def union, if I would have used structure here, what would happen? It would happen. Even though if you give you write anywhere, it will show for marks. It would have shown 100 only. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. This much is enough. Okay. So I will share the PDF if you want. So today we have seen structure declaration, structure initialization followed with one program, and we have seen union, and in union also different data types I can assign. Whichever data type is having highest memory location, it will maintain throughout the program same only. And in union, after immediately accessing the variable, we have to print it. If you print later on, it will may show the garbage collection. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. We will wind up this much only. Okay. Next time we will see union is finished now. We will see self-referential structure and difference between structures and union, so on. Okay, whatever today you have learned, no, you just please on that day only you study. It will become easy for you. Okay, students. Okay, bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, welcome up. Okay, share the Abhishek. Share the attendance, today's attendance, no ma.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, bye.